You got to turn it up, man.
Yeah.
I like music loud. I don't like it like in the background.
I will ask Andre to raise the volume a little bit.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, you can hear it. See?
It's a little better.
It's even better because our voices now are deep and extremely metallic.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I feel like I'm on an anti-podcast.
Yeah, right. It's your first one, right?
No, man. I do these all the time.
Yeah, but you're interviewing. You're not the interviewed.
No, man. I've never been on a fucking podcast.
Really?
Yeah. I thought...
Shit. You're shitting me now, right?
I never have it. And I thought there was going to be like, makeup. But I just came right onto the set. I'm really... There's no makeup.
Why don't you ask her daughter? Maybe she has something in her purse. Really? Why? Because the sun outside is so fiery?
Yeah, I'm an old white man,
And you're on... that was nasty. Come on, you shouldn't say that.
Oh, you just get wrinkly. Wait, who are we listening to? Are you going to tell me or not? Are we just listening then?
Do you want to know the entire list of the music that I'm going to play?
No.
No,
I don't
because
know. What do you...
I have no idea which music I'm going to play. As I told you before,
I know that, yeah.
This is made out of nothing because it's nothing prepared from the beginning till the end. I don't know the questions. I don't know what I'm going to say.
It's cool. We do it together.
Yeah, of course. It's like a normal talk between two guys which have met before. They didn't have enough time to acquaint.
Yeah.
And now is the perfect.
I think it's
yeah.
beautiful.
I don't know how my English is, but
it's better than my Romanian.
Really?
Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah. Please don't try to speak Romanian anymore.
Why?
Because it's funny. Because everybody sees the effort and appreciates it.
Yeah.
But then they say, "Oh, the poor guy."
No, they don't.
Yeah. Don't know that, but I can tell you.
Well,
Nobody knows that we're talking now about this. But no, keep it. Now I'm trying to be a little bit seriously, but try to keep the good work in learning Romanian. It's not easy.
It's not easy. It's easier to read for me than it is to now speaking is getting a little easier, but then listening, because I don't know, my vocab is just not.
It's just your second time here in Romania, right?
Yeah.
How many people did you meet yet? Here?
So many people. I can't. When I walk down the street, I go out for coffee or something. I see 2-3 people I know. I love it.
You're just a regular popular guy here in Timișoara city limits.
I don't know about popular, but it feels good. It feels good to this feels like home in a way,
I will make a small introduction now. Doamnelor și domnilor, stimabili și stimabile, dacă până acum m-am făcut de râs în limba română, e cazul să o fac și în engleză. Și un prilej mai bun nu pot să am decât avându-l alături de mine pe renumitul Eric EJ Fretz, because this is how he's called, this is his name. Profesor, uimitor profesor, care a hotărât că ar fi cazul să vină în România, în special și în mod deliberat, neforțat de nimeni, în Timișoara, și să predea sâmbăta despre cultura populară americană. I just said that deliberately you came here, you were not forced to come here in Romania, mainly in Timișoara, to teach on Saturday students at the U of T, University of Timișoara, about American popular culture. Can you tell, please, a little bit of what you do?
Yeah. Wait, before I do that, how did you pronounce my surname?
Peltz.
It's Fretz.
Fretz?
Yeah, Fretz.
I saw it on the internet and it's Fretz.
You believe things that you read on the internet?
Of course. I'm a dumbass. It's so easy.
It's Fretz, like on a guitar.
Yeah, I know the frets. Right. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Good. And your origin, do you know where you come from? Fretz?
I do.
It's German, it's Austrian, it's
No,
Netherlandish.
it's like Swabian German. They came over in the
Schwab.
18th. Yeah, that.
That. Say again, Swabi. It sounds more
How do you say?
Schwab.
Schwab. Okay,
Because
Schwab.
the Schwabs used to live here in this part, in this region of Romania.
Yeah. I knew that. They were settled here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were settlers back in
1700s, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
When it was a
After-
fortress.
It used to be a fortress. Now
Yeah.
it's only around our hearts.
Yeah.
Like
fortress.
Sting, like Sting used.
The walls.
Like Sting used to sing. There's a fortress around my heart.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah.
are not going to talk about old music, about old farts. We are going to talk about Mr. Eric EJ.
Yeah, oh, you asked me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're teaching.
Yeah. Well, I'm a Fulbright scholar here. And this is the second time I've been a Fulbright scholar, which is awesome. You know, it's just a great honor. And
Why?
well, William F. Fulbright was an American senator from Arkansas, and he started the Fulbright program in 1946. It was kind of like a intellectual Marshall Plan for the Cold War, and since 1946, it's been sending scholars and artists all over the world. It's an exchange program. American scholars and artists go all over the world, and scholars and artists from all over the world come to America to teach and to do their art or to write. And
You are just spreading the American culture, or the.
it's more like a cultural exchange because you know how I roll. Like I'm trying to learn the language. I'm listening to the music. I'm talking to people, so I'm learning more about Romania, I think, than I'm teaching anybody about American culture.
With whom are you going to discuss this kind of thingies that you are trying to put in your brain right now about Romanian culture and so?
Yeah.
And I repeat, with whom are you going to talk when you will go back in the States?
Yeah. Well,
Will you go that far that you are going to change your... are you gonna become an Orthodox or something? Just for the love of it. I'm kidding.
Oh yeah, I am. You haven't seen me at mass on Sundays?
Yeah, I've been there. I was singing in the choir, man.
Oh, that's why I never saw you.
Yeah.
Because you're in the way in the back.
Bass.
No. Profound no. I will not be joining the Romanian Orthodox Church or any church for that matter.
Okay. Because, you know, Jennifer Aniston, she turned Orthodox.
Romanian Orthodox?
Greek Orthodox.
Why?
I don't know. Ask
Do
her.
you care?
No.
Like, I don't care.
No,
I don't
me
really,
neither.
yeah.
But it was a funny fact, you know?
Huh. I don't really follow that, but that's all right.
Me neither, but someone just throw it over the internet and say,
Yeah.
hey, as a newsflash or so, you know?
Well, you asked me who my people were, and I told you, and then we talked about the Schwabians, but
Yes.
the other half of my people are from the Czechoslovakia.
There is
they-
no... not
They
Czechoslovakia
they
anymore.
left when it was still Czechoslovakia.
Slovakia, right.
Yeah, my grandfather and my grandmother are from a little village like north of Bratislava. We were there last time we were here.
I was about to ask you if you were there.
We did. We went there and I saw my great grandfather. We saw his cottage. The funny thing about him is he came to America, ended up in Emmaus, Pennsylvania, where I grew up, and he became a bootlegger during Prohibition.
Of course.
Yeah.
This is what these Eastern Europeans do.
And this is, yeah.
And the Italians, right? And the Irish.
Yeah.
Because they love to drink, man.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was a kid, I would go down into his basement, and I didn't know what it was. But there are all these mason jars full of clear liquid. And I'm sure I asked my mom or my dad what that was, and they probably just told me to shut up.
Were you not allowed to speak the truth and nothing but the truth?
No.
No.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the other half of my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And furthermore, you're doing well in Timișoara. You've made a lot of friends, I guess.
Yeah.
And now you are trying to dig for old Romanian concerts and underground or something like that. But first of all, what you see and what you hear now, it's not American. Actually, they're
Sounds
Germans.
like it's from Texas, though.
No, they're Germans.
Yeah.
The band is called Well Bad.
Well, bad.
Yeah. Oyster and Pearl, it's the album. No Time to Bleed.
You like this?
It's of course. That's an Americana, blues roots,
Yeah.
blues at the finest. I'm tired of that old blues. This has a touch of something new.
I don't like that acoustic guitar. It's too.
Yeah, but
it's too,
listen to the flute. Listen to the flute in the back.
If my son were here, and my son, you met my son.
Yeah, I met him.
He's a music critic.
Okay.
He would have a lot to say about the flute. He does not like flute in a rock or a jazz format.
Yeah, that's.
I'm kind of agnostic.
But this is blues, so this is European blues.
Ah,
This is funky, psychedelic.
it's like Jethro, Ian Anderson.
Do
meets
not
Stevie
go
Ray
there.
Vaughan.
Stevie Ray Vaughan. That guy would run on the griff.
Yeah, too many notes though.
Too many notes.
Yeah.
And that's disturbing, right?
Yeah, it is.
Why?
Do you agree?
Yeah, I'm not agreeing.
I mean, that's why I
I do
don't-
not agree. I'm not agreeing with you. No.
Oh, because it's an Antipod.
Of course.
So we can't agree on anything.
Yeah, we will not agree on anything to the end of the broadcast.
I want that guitar to be like
Stronger.
Yeah, I want it to be.
Further on the album you will find it, but this is
Okay.
the first song,
Oh,
the first
okay.
tune.
All right.
And this is what I play because I'm letting the other guys to discover the other songs. I don't want to push them as this is gonna be the hit. No, this is the number one song. No, this is the number one.
So we work our way up in the Antipodcast.
Not ever. We are not.
We work our way down.
Right. We are in a swamp. We are in a musical swamp.
Swamp City, right? Yeah. Did you see that movie, Swamp City?
Of course.
Yeah.
For 2 seconds, I'm in it.
I did not see that.
You wouldn't recognize me because I used to have long hair and about, I don't know, 40 pounds more. I weighed
real?
40 pounds more.
Wow.
Yeah. I was
You're
like
like
a
sumo
missing
wrestler.
link. I was like a missing link. Like a Sasquatch, like a Bigfoot, or whatever you
Yeah.
want to say. A Mothman or whatever urban or rural legend do you have back there? We don't have so
Dude,
many.
we switched here, right? Is this a new? Is it the same song?
No, of course it's not. This is the main song, which is
I like this
rolling. Yeah, this is called, the band is called Pre-Goblin. And the tune, the song, it's called Two Kinds of Music. I will let you listen a little bit to this.
Should we talk less and listen more, or
No, we're
Okay.
doing whatever we want. We're not
See, I like
restrained.
it. Right away. I'm digging this because so this has been one of the many awesome things about being in Timișoara and spending so much time with Emil and you too, and everybody like just
With
'cause-
you too.
Well, the stoner rock is something I never really like grooved on. But then when I saw 10,000 Mods, you were there.
Yeah, of course.
What just fucking blew my mind.
Yeah, in a good way, right? And these
well-
guys know how to rock.
Yes.
And the guys before, not the guys in the middle. Those were awful.
Who's the middle?
The guys from Serbia.
Man, those.
Yeah, with that vixen female vocal, which had no voice.
Wait,
at all.
who are we talking about? The guys. From,
Evolutia.
at the band. Evolution.
Yeah. That was mean
Yeah.
and unnecessary.
I kind of agree with you, but I
But
like.
of course, you have to disagree in the same time.
Well, I said I kind of, so now I'm gonna disagree. I like that kind of symphonic metal. It's like Late Rush to me, and I love Late Rush. Nobody else does.
But she was
Tough shit.
ruining it. She
was not a great singer.
She was ruining it.
I agree.
The guys were okay, more than okay,
Yeah.
but she was
Yeah,
fucking ruining it.
true, fair, yeah.
I don't know why she came there. Maybe she was the lady with the money when she was the sugar mama.
I don't know, yeah.
And she said, I want to sing.
Yeah.
Please let me sing. I know how to sing. Just please give me a chance, comrades.
No,
And
I
so
hear
they
you.
did.
Yeah. I like the way they look though too. All the leather.
They had a good look.
Yeah. Yeah.
They look mighty fine.
Because I like it. So tell me how you feel about this. When I go to see a concert, I don't like people coming out in ripped T-shirts and like even the guys at 10,000 Mods like in like cut off jeans. Come on, man, like look cool.
In tuxedo, would you like to see them in a tuxedo on a rock concert?
I'm not saying you have to look like you're like drinking a martini at a cocktail party at a country club. I'm saying like you gotta look like better than everybody else and cool. And they look cool. Evoluția.
Yeah. And the guys from Annapurna, they were pretty decent, those kids.
They looked like they walked off the set at Woodstock, which is fine. They were like young kids. They were fine. I was okay.
Yeah, but it was instrumental.
They're good.
Psychedelic
No, for sure.
stoner.
100%.
And they took you in on a journey.
Yeah.
Right?
Cool.
Maybe you weren't up on Annapurna, you were in the Chomolungma, even higher, or K2. Because they're all part of the Himalayas mountains.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
That's why I'm here.
Wait, let me write that down.
Yeah, please, because that's why I'm here. I explain stuff. People used to call me, my friends used to call me Google. You don't know? Just ask Romo, no problem.
Good, well, I'm glad I'm here. Then I get to learn something too. I wish I would have brought my notebook.
Yeah, then you shouldn't hang around with me because you will never learn good things.
It's anti-learning.
Anti-learning, of course, but it's learning anyhow.
Well, sometimes when you unlearn something, you learn it better too. All right, I like this. I'm digging this.
Yeah, but please listen now.
Okay.
I will infest your ears with some psychedelic shiznit.
I love that bass.
It's a girl, it's a lady actually, playing the guitar.
Why do you have to say it's a lady? Like, why do you have to gender it?
Because the name says it, Hedvig Molestad.
Yeah, I know, but like...
Yeah, wow.
You know I'm gonna...
You're busting my knees now, my kneecaps, right, I know. Because we are doing this for quite a time.
Which has been, I must say, one of the nicest things. I'm glad we're doing this after I have had a chance to like have beers with you and get to know you, because now I understand your sense of humor and I can get into the seam of that, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's cool. Yeah.
I'm an imbecile, everybody knows that, but...
Me too.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, for sure. No, I like this.
She's from Norway?
Oh, it's just...
It's instrumental.
Oh.
The album is Bee in the Bonnet, and the song is CC Bop.
Is there a band, or is she doing everything?
No, there's a band.
Okay.
She's just playing the guitar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bass.
The funny thing is that if you're going to listen, but I don't know if you're going to listen to the entire album, you will find also some jazz thingies.
Do you like jazz? I can't remember.
Of course I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what kind of jazz? Like traditional?
Not free jazz, because I don't understand free jazz.
Free
it
meaning
has,
like what John Coltrane played? Like the sheets
the
of sound?
Thelonious Monk and so on. Those guys were nuts. I don't know on
You
which...
mean bebop. You don't like bebop.
Post bop is better for me. Works
It's fair.
better.
Yeah.
Works better for me. Post bop.
Fair. Yeah.
But the bebop, well, you have to be a little bit different than the others.
Well, that kind of goes back to one of our earlier conversations. Too many notes in bebop. Like I can't find the place. There's no space or silence. This is screaming.
Yeah. And on today's broadcast, I will not play American music, only from Europe and outside Europe or so.
Awesome. Why is that? Because I'm American? And
Right.
You want to challenge me?
Yeah, I want to challenge you.
Thank you.
Because otherwise it will be too easy, you know?
Yeah, well, I don't want to hear stuff that I know.
Yeah.
You know. This is...
The lady knows with her strings, man.
But she's not playing the guitar here.
Yeah, she's playing the guitar.
The lead. She's playing the lead.
Yeah.
Ah.
There are drums, bass, and guitar.
I
That's
thought you
it.
said she was
Because
playing
it's
the bass.
no, it's a trio. Hedwig Molestad trio.
Who's your favorite rock and roll trio?
I don't have any rock and roll.
It's got to be
trio.
Rush.
No, it's got to be Cream. See? Rush. Why? Because they're Canadians? No, because the drummer used to be Serbian? No.
Neil Peart was Serbian? I did not know that.
See?
What do you mean used to be Serbian?
He was born in Serbia.
I did not know
in
that.
Yugoslavia,
I'm
actually.
learning all kinds of things here. Wow. Even more. This is good. I wish I like lyrics though. Like
Lyrics. They're not good because you cannot read if there are lyrics in music.
yeah, you know it's funny the instrumental rock and roll that I like is I'm gonna date myself and you're gonna laugh at me is
I'm
like
not gonna laugh.
1970s Santana. I love that.
Do you know that Santana doesn't know the notes?
Oh, Emil and I have talked at great length about this. Yeah. Yeah.
He goes only by ear and feeling. That's it.
Yeah, and he just plays pentatonics, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. But
Yeah.
it still sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, because he's Latino. His approach to the music is different.
Yeah, I think that's probably true.
He has a ludic mind.
Mm-hmm.
Goes in the other.
Wait, what kind of
sphere.
mind?
Ludical.
I don't know what that word means.
It means that he's very, very into other spheres. In the. Well, now I have, because I'm such an imbecile and I had to say the different and great word, now I have to define it.
You know, when you say you're an imbecile, that means you're not, by the way. It's only the people who really
Says
are who would never say that
Says
they
who?
are.
Yeah,
So,
really,
you're
reverse
probably
psychology.
You're probably like a savant.
Do not try to reverse psychology on me because I invented it.
Really?
No, ludical means very creative.
Okay. Huh. Wow. Okay, this is like the fourth new thing I've learned.
Did you notice? Did you put it down on the paper?
I have a memory.
Really?
Yeah.
How many ROMs do you have in your memory?
No, this is gonna be recorded, so I'll just go back and take notes on everything that you've said.
Beside that, we took a small trip together to show you some landmarks in Timișoara
That was
underground.
fun.
Yeah. What other things you found regarding the Timișoaran movement, musical movement, and not just musical movement, because that would be beside that we had also arts developing,
Yeah.
and poetry and literature.
Yeah.
Do you know that the building that you stay in, they used to stay a very renowned poet.
Mihai Eminescu?
No. The building.
Oh.
Sorin Titel. He used to be a very renowned Timișorean poet.
What? Like when? When was he writing?
80s, 70s, 80s.
Oh, so not that long ago.
Yeah.
So around the same time of the
He
period
died.
that
He died early.
Huh.
He didn't reach a certain age.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I did not know that.
There is a memorial plate on the building, but maybe you didn't
Is
notice.
it to him? I thought it was for Mihai Eminescu.
Mihai Eminescu was not born here in Timișoara. He's not a Timișorean.
Oh.
But we adopted it because we are good guys. We have other guys to be proud
Yeah.
of, but of course we choose the renowned ones.
Yeah, that's fair.
No.
Well, wait, you asked me what I've learned.
About the Timișorean
Yeah.
underground scene from the 70s, 80s.
Have
Have you met enough people? Is your thirst for knowledge fulfilled or not?
No, I feel like I'm just scratching the surface. So I don't know if I told you this, but I came here I think I arrived on February 5th. And so I've been here almost 5 months, and over the course of that time, I've probably done, 30, 40 interviews. I have well over 100 hours of video and audio tape of people I've talked to. And I feel like just to be clear, what I'm looking at is the rock and roll culture in Timișoara in the 1980s. And that's what I'm really that's what I got interested in, because I think there was such interesting things happening then in the lead up to the revolution. You asked me what I learned. I can't answer that, man.
Why?
What I've learned is this is
A place to be.
What happened here? Here's what I learned: is what happened here is super complex, and it was tied up in politics and culture, and musical innovation and personalities,
And a lot of influences coming from abroad.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like if you took away the influences of Western music, then I think
Not just, yeah, and yes and no, because we were so influenced, and maybe the other guys told you, or maybe they didn't, but we were major influenced by Serbian music.
Oh, I hear that all the time. Yeah.
Ex-Yugoslavian music.
Yes, no, I get.
Put
Yeah,
it better.
yeah, no, I are you? What's your background? Are you Hungarian or Serbian or? What are you?
I'm plain Romanian.
You're just straight up Romanian. Yeah. No, because Mimo and Mimo's Serbian. He has told me a great deal, and other people too, about the influence of Yugoslav Serbian culture in the music. But
they were so lucky because their rulers let them flee.
Yeah, Tito.
So they went outside.
Yeah.
And they embraced the cultures that they lived in. And they brought home all the influences, good or bad, because good and bad actually, because one comes with the other. It comes with the territory. You cannot bring only the good things.
100%. Yeah. But that's what well, okay, back to what I learned. The other thing I learned is that the people who were involved in what I'm calling a rock and roll culture in the 1980s I'm not overstating this. They're some of the most interesting and kind and funny and compelling people I've ever met over the course of my life. And that's not hyperbole. I'm not overstating things.
They're playing a part, a role, but that's okay. We are all pretending.
Yeah, fair to a degree, but I don't know. Sure. There's a performative. Okay, I'll give you that. There's a performative aspect to anything, but I've just had so much fun talking to Tavi and Adrian Popescu and you and Emil and Mimo and Mirella and Levi and all the people I've talked to. I will carry.
It's very interesting that you remembered all their names.
Yeah.
So easy. Or it's because you met them several times.
They're my friends, and I've left people out.
I told you.
Silvio Ginescu. Wow. Like, he's got some stories, I've been here 5 months. I spent a lot of time with these people.
Yeah. You will return to the US.
Yeah, I want to finish the documentary and then come. I want to get it done by next summer and come back next summer.
And how nostalgic will you get when you get there?
When I get back home?
Yeah.
What do you mean nostalgic? Like, what does that mean to you? What do you mean? For Romania?
No, for the acquaintances and friends that you made here. Will you cry?
I already have cried. So I find myself walking down the street and I have to wipe my eye just a little bit.
You cried because you met me. That's the first.
Yeah. No, it's been. This is my 35th year in higher. As a professor in higher education. I've written books, I've written articles, I've done all kinds of things. So this is, 100% by far the most interesting thing I've ever done.
Being here.
Doing this project, yeah. Yeah, learning about...
There will be more projects?
I hope so. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I feel like I'm just scratching the surface, but I don't...
And that means that you will come back most likely.
I hope so, yeah. I don't know. The way the world is right now.
The world is still round, it's still revolving.
That's optimistic.
It has a rotation and a revolution. So
and a revolution
there's
is
nothing
change.
gonna... it's not a revolutionary, but it's a revolution
Yeah.
movement around the sun.
Yeah. No, my friend Neville Harson, he and I went to high school together, and he lives in Colorado with me, and he's a filmmaker and a huge rock and roll experimental music fan. And I started telling him about this project, and he's the one that said, I want to do the film with you, do the documentary with me. So he's looked at all the videos.
The reason why he's not here with you is?
Well, just like he's gonna come back with me in the summer when we get the documentary done. He's got a job, he's got a family, he's got, he couldn't just up and
when the documentary is gonna be completed, where will you show?
Viniloteca, where else?
Nah, that's a way too small place to do it.
Yeah, but that's the heart and soul of for me anyway, where...
Let's be a small crowd then.
Well, I mean, I think
maybe
we'll
on
do
the street it will be better.
Oh, yeah.
Or in the park, why not?
But that's a good, or I don't know. That's a really good question. I haven't thought about that, but I definitely want to show it, there with you and Emil and Mimo and Mirella and everybody. Private screening, get the Palenka out and
and that's it. And the cops will come and they will will get
the cops
busted because we are drinking in public spaces. We are not, which are not.
I think you can drink in Viniloteca.
No, you can drink in Viniloteca, of course.
Yeah. Who's this now?
No. Now you will listen
to
some guys. They're from China, and they're called Cancer Game.
Oh, I don't like this.
Of course you don't.
You're just
it's a new album. It's called Cloud Grudge.
See, this is where
Feed the Wolves.
This is how I respond to this kind of music all the time. I was born in 1965. I grew up listening to, my parents would put AM radio on in the car, and we'd listen to the music in the 70s in America was, heavily melodic, and it was driven by these, really kind of wonderful melodies. And the imprint on my musical mind is I need a melody.
The purpose here is not to listen to the melodies. The purpose here is for you to be punished by coming here and listening to this kind of music.
Okay.
This is new music. This is metalcore. The kids are crazy about it.
You like this?
Well, it's full of energy.
It sounds like complete chaos to me.
There are a lot of chaotic bands.
That's true. I like chaos sometimes, controlled, but this just...
And now stop and reverse. I like the chaos controlled.
Yeah.
I listen. Yeah. So you like there to be no entropy?
Well, I mean, I like jazz, and that's jazz. Like, jazz starts with something. It starts with a melody. It starts with,
of course,
a form, and
then they're going crazy.
Well, it stays in the form, but it goes outside of the form, and then it always comes back. Oh, we switched.
Yeah.
Thank you. But that Chinese band Cancer.
Yeah.
Honestly, tell me honestly. Don't bullshit me. Do you like that?
I'm not bullshitting.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel the urge to listen to things like this.
Yeah. Like when you're angry, or
no, when I'm doing push-ups and pull-ups.
Fair. Yeah.
Because it charges you.
That's fair.
Full energy.
Yeah, it just
you cannot make any sport, right? If you're listening to yacht rock, like Fleetwood Mac and Roger Rafferty with Baker Street and stuff
Jerry
like that.
Rafferty. Yeah.
What did he say?
Jerry Rafferty.
Jerry Rafferty.
Yeah.
Baker Street.
What do you think about Steely Dan? Emil and I argue about Steely Dan all the time.
And I'm not gonna be the judge of it. I agree to disagree. I like them and I dislike them at the same time.
Steely Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I say to people? If you don't like Steely Dan, you don't like music.
And that's really, really mean of you, because you don't have another chance to explain. Because music didn't start and will never end with Steely Dan, but they're good. They're good in that
Tight.
in that melty, jazzish.
Yeah.
They try to be liked by everyone.
Why do so many people hate them then?
I don't know, because they're too mellow. That's my guess. Not the gas, not the methane, but the gas.
Fair. That's fair. Where's the Palenka? Where'd that go?
It's right here. You want to try it?
Yeah, let me finish this and then. Is
Then
this homemade?
Of course, it's homemade.
Did you make it or?
No, my relatives. But
I like Palenka.
of course,
Yeah.
it's natural. It's
Yeah,
moonshine.
it's-
It's better than what the guys back in the southern states.
It's really smooth.
It's smooth.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit chilled, so it's gonna go.
Oh.
It's gonna go different
Smooth,
down the
yeah.
throat. It will give you a warmth, like in the Abraham's bosom.
Abraham?
Bosom. Abraham's bosom.
Yeah. Okay.
There is a saying.
I'd never heard that.
No, come on.
It's from the Old Testament, I'm assuming. Yeah.
No. We are saying that on regular basis.
But Abraham.
Yeah, he was the father of all three.
yeah.
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
we all know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, what comes from Abraham's bosom? The Palenka?
No, the warmth. You
Oh, the
will feel
warmth.
the warmth,
Yes. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like you will be cuddled at Abraham's
Fair.
bosom.
Got you.
That's a saying.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's
This
another
is
thing
the
I'm gonna
best-
take away.
This is the best version I could ever think.
Fair.
To translate it from
Oh, I
Romanian
can't
language
wait.
to
Yeah.
English language.
And what's this?
Have you been? It's the same thing. Pre-goblin.
Oh, pre-goblin.
Yeah.
I like pre-goblin.
Of course you like. Have you been to a different city than Timișoara
So here's
to
the thing.
encounter other people and other underground movements?
No. I've been to Bucharest. I don't like Bucharest.
Nobody does, but
yeah.
that's another story.
I actually feel sorry for the people who have to
Of
live
course,
there.
everybody. We are next to them.
Well, except my friends at the Fulbright.
Of course, the friends are.
I love Mihai and Loredana and Karina. They're the best. But yeah, I don't love it there. You know, okay, so people ask me this all the time. And here's what I say is that it would have been nice to go to other cities, but I have a lot of work. I actually really enjoy being in Timișoara, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to leave here and go somewhere else.
And it's quite nice to be here, right?
Yeah, and you know, I'm like, well, I could go to Sibiu for the weekend or Cluj or something, and,
Yeah, you
and
should
I
have
should.
tried it.
I should have, but
Should have, could have, would have.
I don't know. Well, I'll come back and do it. I don't know.
Well, still have enough time. If you will ever return.
Yeah, fair. What's this? I like this.
It's still pre-goblin.
Oh, pre-goblin. Okay,
we're
I'm
still
liking
talking.
pre-goblin.
You're a big fan now, right?
Where are they from?
England, of course.
I like
Never-
that fuzzy guitar.
Yeah, but this is happening only from the second half of the album. By then, it's mostly acoustic. And it's bloody boring.
Don't like acoustic rock and roll.
There is no acoustic rock and roll.
Yeah.
That's something that nobody should ever try.
But you know,
I know a lot of things. Try me.
yeah, no, I was just. You're right. There is no. I'm thinking. There's got to be a. But there's probably not. Yeah.
Yeah,
Acoustic
why?
rock and roll just doesn't work.
And?
I like this. This is still pre-goblin.
Yeah, it's the same looped song. Two kinds of music, it's called. Are you with me? Are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
We are leveling now on
Yeah.
this on this song. I will. By the time I'm looking for some different band, I will let you listen
okay.
to this one.
I like the tone of that guitar. It's the same reason I love 1,000 Mods. Like the tone of those guitars are to die for. Like I don't know what they do, but it's like a little bit of Black Sabbath, and a little bit of Stone Temple Pilots and a little bit of everything else.
I do agree with you.
Yeah.
I do agree with you because they're smart.
Yeah.
Because they found the right tone for their guitars.
Yeah.
And the right riffs for their guitars.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other thing doesn't count anymore.
You know what was interesting? Like that was they played for I think 3 hours and
No, they didn't.
no.
No.
How long?
The 3.5 hours was the entire happening there.
Really?
Yeah, they played I think for an hour and a half because they don't play so long anymore.
Okay, so they played for an hour and a half, and I was standing over on the side by the lead guitarist, and I was watching him because I play guitar too. And that dude, he never missed a note. He was so locked in to what was happening there.
Because this is why he was hired for.
Yeah.
You know, they are pros now.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're opening great big acts, big stoner acts. Most likely they will go. There is a island called Sardinia, and each and every year they held a festival there. It's called Duna Jam. Nobody knows where the location will be in that day. You will receive a message. You cannot go there and say, "Hey, I want to participate. I will pay the ticket." No, you have to be invited, and then you pay. It's about 700 euros for an entire week or 5 days or so, and they are playing from dusk till dawn. Never before, never later, just from dusk till dawn.
Wow.
The sun is setting in the sea. These guys are on the beach, on the sand. A lot of carpets on the sand. There are the equipment. And the guys start jamming.
Have you been?
With my mind many times. And in my mind many times. I saw a lot of pictures. I saw a lot of big names there. From the stoner psychedelic scene.
Yeah.
I don't know where. I don't know when. But hopefully one day I will get
How
there.
many people get invited to the show?
Couple of hundreds.
Oh, small.
Yeah. That's why it costs so much the ticket.
This is kind of like pre-Goblin.
Yeah, of course. I
think I'm ready for the.
Just pour it.
Well, I didn't know if you were the host and you had to pour it.
No.
Okay, all right.
Pour it.
And what's a healthy pour?
Well,
Like
start
a
with
finger?
a finger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a thumb or a?
Or you can do it like this, you know. Because you said that you like some, you would like to hear some stoner. This is a band from France called Maynard.
Maynard.
Yeah. Fragments of Time, the album. Valley of the Gods. It's a long 8 minute.
It's too long.
No, but this is how usually the stoners are encountering the music.
That's crazy tasting.
Ah, that's plum. That's nature. That's nature calling.
I need to let that.
Just
I need to let my mind figure that out.
Yeah. I'm not gonna carry you.
I don't love that drum. I don't like that. I don't know what they do to those. That just like it's so muted.
Each and every band has its own signature sound. So these guys choose this.
But does it sound muted to you? Like the bass is muted and everything is like.
I think it's enough because they're preparing. They
it opens up then.
They will grow up later in the tune.
Okay.
They cannot hold for 8 minutes.
Yeah.
They are preparing for a bridge.
They need to do it pretty soon.
Otherwise, you will go nuts, right?
Well, it's like a mystery novel. You know, somebody's got to die pretty quickly for it to be interesting.
especially in the movies, because
Yeah.
I get bored.
Yeah.
I'm trying to read, but I better listen to the music. Sometimes I get bored of the music, I let the music play, and then I start reading.
What do you read?
Now, what I'm reading?
Yeah.
Stendhal.
I don't know that.
Oh, it's a guy from France.
What is it? It's a novel?
It's quite a big book, a novel called The Monastery of Parma. During the second coming of Napoleon and stuff like that.
You should read my novel.
I don't know about your novel.
It's a surfing murder mystery novel set in New Zealand. People die.
Really? Quick? That's the hook and the catch. People die.
It's just surfing and death. Yeah.
Yeah, what's new? And drugs are involved. And
I'll
stuff.
get you a copy. Okay, 100%. I'll get you a copy.
Yeah, or just send a message.
Nope.
Did you sell? Did you sell?
I am.
Are you a very successful novelist writer?
Oh no. No. If I added up the time I put into writing that novel and the money I made from it, I would have lost on a lot of money, which is fine. I'm okay with that. I don't love this. Do you love this?
Yeah.
I can't find the form. Like, where's the form? What?
Do you know doom?
Yes.
Well, this is the finest form of doom. They're not. The voice is not raging.
The voice is way in the back.
Yeah, that's because it's almost whispered, right? Coming from it's a growl from a cave.
I mean, what
It's
I like
like
is that
Saint Vitus, Black Sabbath.
it's not like Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath are the grandfathers and the fathers and the forefathers of doom and the stoner.
Stoner, yeah.
Yeah, that's stoner at its finest.
Yeah. Yeah, I just
Actually,
find
doom
this,
stoner.
this makes me nervous.
Why?
I don't know.
Drink some more. Relax. You're among friends. You don't have to feel the pressure.
Yeah, it's funny you say, like, this is the kind of stuff you listen when you're doing push-ups or working out. Yeah, this would just...
More like metalcore or thrash metal or speed metal.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting, like, we're having this conversation, because I need...
I'm not going to listen to Nat King Cole when you're doing...
Nor am I, yeah. No, but I need to be able to find... like a hook, or I need to be able to find something
different approach
to lock into. You know?
No, I'm just letting.
What are you locking into here? Just the sonic.
Yeah, right. This interstellar growling, cave growling.
Yeah.
Something.
That's there. Yeah.
Yeah. And these guys working hard on the instruments.
Yeah.
Not so hard, because I intended to play some Rivers of Nihil. You don't know these guys? They're technical death metal, melodical one.
Please don't.
I will not, but I will.
I'm trying to figure out, what is this taste? It's not plum.
For the third time, it's plum.
Yeah, but like,
and that's all.
It's just plum.
Yeah.
There's something
plain plum, plain. See, do you feel the pain? Do you feel the pressure?
I don't want to feel pain and pressure.
The weight.
I'm an American. I feel enough pain and pressure.
Really? You should have been here 40 years ago.
I know.
For the pain and pressure.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Yeah, no,
well, you're not kidding. It's true. Yeah.
I'm kidding, and I'm not kidding. I just want those times never to come back. Except for the good part. And
what
that's
was the good part?
Gathering with the guys and listening to the music and talking about the music and having my basketball practice and so on.
Yeah.
And feeling so glad when you have received a tape with heavy metal music from abroad. A part it was from Germany or from US or from God knows where.
Yeah.
That was it. There were the simple pleasure, not pleasures, but surprises.
Do you know there's remnants of that around? Like, I'm fascinated when you go up the Bega, like, you know where the Nokia building is?
Really? Didn't I took you there? We've
Right.
been together?
Yeah,
to
well,
show-
we're on a anti-podcast, so I was just like performing here. Yeah. So where? So yeah. So you gave that away. Okay.
What's more to say now?
No, across the river from the Nokia building are all those abandoned swimming pools.
Yeah.
And the when
I used to swim in them.
see
In all
okay,
of them.
Yeah, that's my point. Like you go by those and I look at those and you can tell there was like a civic culture here.
Yeah. Those were the places to be during the summer.
Yeah.
Because
But-
everybody was there. The same pre-goblin. Do not concentrate on pre-goblin.
I'm digging pre-goblin archive. They're gonna
Yeah, too much.
Okay. But I'm like that. I see you and I are different because you
Really?
one time you said to me, I asked you, oh, the Turgamurish album that you suggested. I said to you, I love that album. I listened to it over and over, and you looked at me like, why do you listen to things over and over?
Yeah, why?
I do listen to things over
Because
and over.
there are other albums
Because I
to
have an
listen.
obsessive compulsive personality.
Oh, that's another thing.
yeah.
Sorry, I will never bother you again with questions like this.
Yeah. No, I like to listen to things over and over. Like, if I don't want to listen to it again, then then I don't like it.
Really? Never happened to you to watch a bad movie again and again?
Oh yeah. Well, you mean come back to it?
Yeah.
Oh no, you mean watch a bad movie? No, because if you watch it again and again, it's not a bad movie.
Yeah, why not? Because maybe you discover something else.
Like, give me an example.
Horror movies mainly. They're so bad. They're so bad, man. But something tickles back in the back of your brain, at least in mine. And I said, yeah, let's watch it again because I saw something interesting there.
Yeah, no, fair. Have you seen Paco? How do you say sinners in Pacostina? How do you say sinners in Romanian?
Păcătoși.
Pakatoshi. Have you seen Pakatoshi?
Oh,
It's
it
a vampire.
sounds so funny when you say păcătoși. No, I haven't.
You should go see it. It's a movie about. It's a vampire movie about the blues. I know,
Who
right?
the hell made a movie like this?
Ryan Coogler. Or whatever. Yeah.
Who?
Ryan Coogler. I think
Who's
that's his
that
name.
guy?
Michael B. Jordan is in it. It's so good. It's
Michael
playing.
B. Jordan.
It's playing-
Right?
It's
where?
playing down at Shopping City. My son and I went to see it.
I haven't went to the shopping mall Cineplex
Well,
for many years.
I'll
and
tell you, you're missing something because the sound system there is kick fucking ass. And the movie. Wait, how did we start talking about this? What were?
Păcătoși.
Yeah, but why did we? Oh, you're talking about horror movies. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a horror movie?
Well, it's a vampire movie. Yeah. But I was talking to one of my.
Not necessarily. If you listen, have you ever heard about What We Do in the Shadows?
Yeah.
The movie.
Yeah.
Not the series. The movie.
no, I only know
from
the
New
series.
Zealand.
Yeah. It's a Taika Waititi. Yeah.
Wow. I just left my ass off
Why?
because it's so goddamn funny.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's funny as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not a horror movie with vampires.
But that's the point. I was just talking to one of my friends about this the other night on FaceTime, and when the vampires come out and the blood goes, it's funny. You know, it's not. You laugh. You're supposed to laugh.
Supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not necessarily, right?
So did you see that? What was that other Taika Waititi movie about the pirates? The flag. It's not a movie. It's a series. The flag. Our flag means death. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, that's funny.
Actually, I'm not watching series, except for the Shogun, the latest.
Shogun.
Oh, it's good, man.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Really? Okay.
Not that old one with farts like Richard Chamberlain, which by the way died.
I know.
He passed
yeah.
away. Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. But
yeah.
rust in peace, like Megadeth used to say. Yeah. But no, man, I cannot. I'm not that patient.
Wait, oh, you don't like? Wait, what are you saying? You don't like that episode? You don't like episodic television?
Yeah.
You know, I'll tell you something. If you really want to understand America, I'm not sure you do, but let's say you do. There's a show on HBO Max. I'll give you my my password if you want to watch it.
I'm not gonna watch it.
But you're supposed to say, "Yeah, I'll take your."
Yeah, but I'm a straight.
It's called The Righteous Gemstones. Funny as hell.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, the plot meaning?
It's this like evangelical Christian family that created this mega church, and they make like, you know, shit tons of money off their parishioners, but they're so insanely crazy.
I used to watch Beavis and Butthead, of course, because they were so freaking funny. King of the Hill, because Mike Judge is a freaking genius.
Yeah. Are we not allowed to curse here? Because you just.
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay,
curse.
you just
what
like.
the fuck, man? You can.
You could
curse.
say food to eat.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Coming from you, it's almost.
It's not even a
very,
curse
very sympathetic. And the other
Beavis and Butthead?
Yeah, I said that. Beavis and Butthead.
You were talking about Mike Judge.
Mike Judge. He was a genius. He died also.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
And now, I don't know, are there any cartoons which are meant to be watched?
I don't know.
See?
Yeah. See, I was in graduate school in the 90s when all that was happening. I was not watching Beavis and Butthead. I mean, I should have been. I'm not saying like I'm not saying
with
like
diarrhea and you know.
Yeah, no. I just was thinking about doing other stuff. Yeah, I was doing other stuff. So I
were doing, of course.
Maybe I need to go back and rewatch it.
Because you were in a free country.
Yeah, it was free. It was free then. Yeah. You're right. Okay, what's this? This is not pre-Goblin.
This is Russian. These are Russians.
Oh, these are the dudes you were telling me about. The brothers or the dude.
No. So, we are listening now, my comrade, we are listening to a Russian band called Vespero.
Vespero?
They are coming from the depths of Siberia. And the album is called Lost Stories of Kilgore Trout.
Oh, Kilgore Trout. Kurt Vonnegut.
The first song, it's 3069, page 7.
So they're Vonnegut fans. Awesome. Okay. I like that. I'm not sure I love this music.
Actually, I surprised you in a good way now. And these guys are they're quite something else, because this kind of music that they are playing, kraut music. This is kraut.
No, it's not.
Yeah, listen, better.
Like krautrock? Like Can?
Not like Can, like Tangerine Dream and stuff like that, because the Can, it's...
Do you like Can?
Yeah, because there's something else. There's something else. Man, that Hungarian crazy guy was something else.
Yeah. Emil turned me on to Can. I mean, I always kind of knew Can, but he turned me on to it.
But you didn't listen to Holger Tsukai's solo albums?
No.
Well, you should. Holger Tsukai.
Okay.
I will know.
This is boring to me.
Yeah, of course.
I don't like violins in a rock and roll format.
Well, this is not rock and roll.
What is it?
No, this is something else.
Yeah, this is just not right. Do you like this shit?
Yeah. You know why? Because I can read. That's a background music. It's like an elevator music.
Fair.
Right? So it's very alkaline. It has a neutral pH.
It's funny you say that, because I'm like, I told you about the Belgian jazz harpist Nyla Sinofro?
No.
I did. You just didn't listen to me.
Most likely.
I love her stuff because I like to have it on when I read, but I'm also kind of listening to it and it's kind of it moves to a place. You know, I don't know if this. I haven't listened to this long enough to know if it's moving somewhere.
You should listen to this album.
Okay, all right, I will. But I so the thing is, when something's in the background, you're still listening to it. It's still gotta be. You know, otherwise just open the window and listen to the crickets chirping. I don't know.
No, it's not the same thing.
Well, all right.
Because you have musicality, you have here you have space.
There is big space here, yeah. I like that, yeah. Okay, fair.
It's just like hippie music.
Okay. Make this promise to me. Listen to Now Listen Ofro.
I will.
And then let's talk again about that in relation to this.
Do you okay, aside that, but have you ever heard about Corky Seagull?
Corky Seagull?
Yeah.
No.
This guy,
I like the guitar.
because it's so rugged. This guy had the guts to invent chamber blues music.
Oh, okay.
He has a percussionist, a tabla percussionist, 4 string chords,
Yeah.
and he's playing voice and harmonica, mouth harmonica.
Nice.
Corky Seagull.
Where's he from?
US or Canada?
This is gritty.
US or Canada? I'm not really sure.
Let's say Canada.
Let's say Canada, yeah, because all the bad things are coming from the 51st, 2nd, 3rd state.
Yeah. I like this.
Why? Because of the guitar? But
Well, no,
listen, I will say it again. I'm being redundant. You can listen to this album, but from the half down.
No, it's not just the I do like the tone of the guitar, but I like
the voice?
the percussion unit, like the bass and the drum together.
Okay.
Like I need to feel it in my chest a little bit, you know. And I do that. I feel that here.
That's good.
That's why I don't like traditional Irish music. It's just all
Yeah, I do recall that we had a discussion regarding.
Yeah, did you agree with me? I can't remember.
Not really, because I like Celtic music, Celtic folk punk music.
Well, yeah, the punk you put
The
the
guys-
you have a percussive outfit going on when you bring
Have
an
you ever?
electric.
I asked you then, and I will ask you now again. Have you ever listened to the Bostoners, Dropkick Murphys?
Yeah, I know Dropkick Murphys. Yeah,
And they're fine,
I
right?
like them. Yeah, I love them.
They're
But that's not.
blue collar.
Yeah, but they're a rock and roll outfit.
Yeah, of course they. But they
No,
have,
I'm talking about like traditional Irish music that you hear in the pubs with the.
yeah, that's the same thing you can ask me about reggae music, because I cannot listen to reggae music sometimes, and I feel that I will be still alive. The ganja will end in Jamaica,
Yeah.
and they will wake up and they will say, "Who the hell is listening to this music?" The same thing will be in Ireland, when
Yeah.
there will be no more beers and no more whiskey.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I'm mostly. What are you kidding about?
About this thing that I'm saying.
Well,
I'm not
like,
making a statement.
Well, but you're saying something important, because I agree with you about reggae. Okay, now I'm really gonna sound like an old man here.
Oh yeah.
For me, reggae works when it's kind of like sliced in. The Clash's album Sandinista, okay, where there's a.
That's different. That's different.
But they did that. They went to Kingstown to record most of that, and it has like reggae influences throughout the album. And if you take that away from that album sucks.
Of course.
You know.
And if you're taking from the right wingers, from the oi punkers or oi street gangs,
Yeah.
if you take the rocksteady element out,
Yeah.
there is no music.
This is right. Yeah, and I like
Because
Jamaican dub too.
those guys grew together. Was the skinheads, the rude boys, and the punks.
Yeah.
They all emerged from the same
100%.
from the same music.
Yeah. And it was a multicultural, multi-ethnic London where it came from.
Especially during the crisis back in the UK in the
Thatcher
70s.
years? Yeah.
No. Before that, in the 70s. In the end of the 70s, the beginning of the 80s. When the punk movement emerged and arose on their higher level.
Yeah.
Afterwards...
That's why you mentioned Cream before.
Yeah.
And, you know...
They were bourgeois, man. They were
bourgeois and they were racist.
There were two jazz players and the third guy.
Yeah.
Because I will not mention his name. I dislike him totally.
I dislike all of them. But, like, I can't not... If somebody ever mentions Cream or Eric Clapton, I have to say this.
I said the third guy, not the third guy.
Fair. But this has to be said, like, those guys stole black blues music from black American musicians, made shit tons of money off it, and then on top of it were racist. And that's why I appreciate so much the punk movement that came out of London in the 1970s.
I will give you another example.
Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix was exploited by Chess Chambers from the Animals.
Well, yeah.
He was his manager.
Yeah.
And he gave Hendrix tons of pills and drugs, right?
Yeah.
No money, some accommodation.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah.
Because Hendrix didn't make his name back in the States.
Yeah.
It was in the infamous Albion.
Right. Yeah, but what I was saying about punk and later ska, like that was such an interesting.
Actually, ska was before.
Right, but it was all happening in London.
Two-tone?
Yeah, specials.
Two-tone and ska,
yeah. But that was like multi-ethnic, anti-racist music that was a direct response to the kinds of things that Cream was doing. Because Cream was doing that. We were playing black music, but then they were saying racist stuff about black Britons, and the whole Joe Strummer and that part of the punk movement responded against that. The rock, about the rock against racism?
Of course.
Yeah. I think
wasn't that just a facade to make more money?
No,
you think so?
Oh man.
Yeah.
So, like, okay, let me ask you if you think this, like that rock and roll at its
now
best.
we are in a serious conversation.
A little bit, yeah. Just for a second. Well,
we have raised the stake a little bit.
Well, like rock and roll at its best is looking at a culture, a society, and saying, this part of what you're doing is kind of fucked up, and we need to think about it. It should make you think. If it doesn't make you think,
then it didn't reach its goal.
I'm gonna say that. Yeah. What do you think?
I don't know. Music, I think it's better to take it as it is. And each and every person should get the message that he wants. And then they can debate. But should it have a substance to it? Of course.
Yeah.
All music has its own substance, but this is for you or for me to find out. And we will not find the same substance. There will be nuances. You 100%. Will find olive, I will find salmon as a color, right?
But wouldn't you agree that there's a lot of music that doesn't have a substance to it, or there's a substance that might be maybe
because
not so great?
That's the reason. That's because we don't resonate with it. We don't have the same values. We don't appreciate the same values, right? Those guys which are listening to techno or the college kids, let's say back in America, right?
Yeah.
I think they listen to the bad music as the Romanian.
Not all of them. Yeah.
Not all of them. But when they're in summer break, they're listening to the same shitty music, right? Like the guys, like the college kids here in Romania, they're all listening to the same shitty music also.
Yeah. Well,
and it has no substance for us, but for them,
right?
It does have.
Right, and we can't.
You cannot change.
We cannot change.
They have the change by themselves.
And I think you can't judge it too harshly either, because to your point, like music should bring people together. It should make them feel good. And
This is the reason why I'm doing these anti-podcasts. The music should bring us again together.
Yeah.
That's the reason why. This is what I said in the first and never shown episode.
Yeah. No, that's true. But like, what kind of relationship would you and I have if it wasn't based on music? Like, music is.
I don't know. We would have been perfect strangers,
Yeah,
most likely.
right. Yeah.
We would have passed one each other, and that would have been it. I would
Did I
like
ever
to
tell you-
listen.
Oh, I was going to tell you a story.
Yeah, you will tell me.
I'll tell you later. Yeah.
This is a Romanian song. It's made by two guys with female and male voice. The male voice is very renowned. It's Adrian Despot from Vița de Vie. I don't know if
I don't know that.
you don't know that. And the girl is called Dora Gaetanovic. The song it's called Vânt Ploi. I'm selling rains.
Oh, Rain, Ploy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ploy. And what's the name of the band?
No, it's Dora Gaetanovic and
Oh,
Adrian
okay,
Despot.
okay.
If you ask me, she shouldn't feature this kind of music.
You should or you shouldn't?
No, she shouldn't be in this kind of music.
Yeah. She's like, she's trying to stay ahead of the music somehow. The vocal, it doesn't work.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe her dad came.
And that drum, like, I don't like that.
You don't like it?
No, that makes me nervous.
Yeah. It's a girl on drums.
Well, and they're running her voice through all kinds of tunnels, and no, I don't like this.
This is a song made for her voice,
Yeah.
not the other way around.
No, it sounds like she's rushing to right? Are you hearing that? It's like trying to keep up
Let's
with
say a little bit.
the drum.
Yeah. But listen, I'm trying to make peace with Romanian music. I used to hate it, you know? The music made from the 90s,
Oh, like what? Like what did you hate?
the sound, it was so unprofessional.
Well, which is kind of
A
understandable.
lot of reminiscence from the past. Because we used to have just one sound engineer in the production. And this is the guy. And he's very, 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 very appreciated in the musical.
No, this
in the
is
Romanian.
too like it's sanded down. It's just
It's
sanded.
very popish with a lot of I don't know, hard rock trines.
That's why, like, you and I have talked a little bit about this. Let's talk about more, because, like, I think, you know, the music that came out of the local bands that came out of Timișoara in the 1980s.
That was different.
Right.
We didn't have any landmarks to make a reference to.
Wow, but you hear a lot of, like, if you.
We were happy that these guys are from our town. We didn't analyze their music.
Right. Yeah.
Afterwards, when we came to professional hearings and recordings, that was the breaking point for me.
Who are you speaking of? Like, which bands are you speaking of?
Even Phoenix, unfortunately, and not Metamorph, Postscriptum.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were good, man. They were exceptional.
Yeah.
But then I thought that I evolved because I started listening to other music, foreign music mainly.
Yeah.
American, English, because this is where we're from. With a straw, we all try to get some drops. You know?
Yeah. 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 No, this is a mess.
This is
a mess.
Of course, but it's very, very, very appreciated.
Really?
Yeah.
No, everything about that is.
It was released. Listen to me, Eric EJ. It was released.
Is this pre-Goblin again?
Yeah. Hopefully. It was released 11 days ago and has 144,000 views.
Wow.
See,
Views. That
that-
doesn't really mean people are listening to it, though.
Really?
Well, I mean, like, right? Because people consume music, they don't really listen to it.
Sometimes I'm doing the same thing
Me too.
for a short period of time, and then I said, no, man, I cannot listen to this shit.
Yeah.
That's more than enough. You know what the problem is? That we have reached the end of the transmission and of the recording.
Of our show?
Yeah.
It feels like we just
Started, right? So it means that we had a good talk.
No, because it's an anti-podcast, it was really bad.
Because we
I
didn't
never wanna do
disagree
this
again, right? I know.
No, honestly, this has been awesome.
It was all my pleasure because you took your time to come here and listen to all my imbecilities and idiotic things that I
Well,
put
you
you
listen to
through.
mine too.
You didn't listen at all. It was only the discussion. But
And I
so-
had this
Rakia.
rakia. Yeah.
It comes from the rake. Greek, Turkish.
No, this has been great. Thank you, Romulus.
No, it was all my pleasure. And I really, really, really would like to think that I will have you, God knows when, again, if it will still be.
I'm gonna come back next summer. We'll do it again.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I will still be here.
Or you could come over to the States.
Right, because you just gave us the visas. Thank you, Eric, for your kind invitation.
That's gonna go away at some point. I
At
mean,
some
it can't
point.
last forever.
Yeah, we are listening to this. At some point, everything's gonna be okay.
Is that
It's
like
Bob Marley?
hopelessly optimistic?
It's like Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be
Yeah.
all right.
It's
It's
not.
not gonna.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not.
not.
Finishing in this optimistic mood, I'm thanking you again for your kindness and for you coming here, taking out of your time to do this anti-podcast.
Cu placere.
Shit.